And welcome back to another video. This is part number 3. I am super excited to be posting this, my third video, and I've been seeing that people are watching some of my videos that I'm posting, so I'm happy about that. There are people that are subscribing. Awesome, thank you so much. Keep subscribing, keep me motivated because I want to keep posting. I like doing this. Turns out it works for me, and so today we're going to be focusing on shining up a few more parts, cleaning them up. And the big project is working on this radiator. It is bent, as you can see, and if we are able to straighten this out and it won't leak in the future, that's awesome. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna order in a new one, and that's also fine. I did put an order in on a few parts. Those will be coming in. I'm excited to show you what I got, and so let's get started. Okay, well, this thing is definitely a little more tweaked than I thought. I'll still give it a shot. We'll try to straighten it up, but as soon as I took it off, definitely revealed a little more damage than I was hoping for. This side was already replaced one time. I can tell this isn't the stock radiator. There's no markings, there's nothing written on it, and it's definitely a lot newer than the other side, so for some reason, everybody keeps falling on this side, on the left side on this bike. But let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do. And no promises, but I'm willing to try. Okay, so I think I got it as close as I could get it. Just off camera, I didn't feel like boring you guys, but I worked on it a little bit more. I used a few more different tools. I used this, not sure what this is called, but I use it like on cars whenever I'm doing body work, just to hit out dents or whatnot from the inside. So I kind of use this on the edge, like this, going around the sides, and I straightened out these fins, because these on the outside they point at an angle instead of pointing straight, and then these on the inside, these fins, they point straight out. So I think it looks much better. It's not perfect, but maybe I'll have to go in with a screwdriver and kind of pick some of these out, make sure those fins are straight. This side looks better, but still a little bit crooked, but I think it'll work. We'll have to test it out. I'll clean it up right now, make it look new again, and glad I got to try this out, so we'll have to test it out later. So now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean everything up. There's bits and pieces of dirt here and there, just mud left over from previous washes. So this is kind of like a before shot. Have a good look. We will be taking this cover off, and we'll be taking off this cover off as well. So we're going to be working on that after we clean up the frame and the engine here. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm all finished up. Got the frame all cleaned up with that Scotch brake pad. Looks good with that matte brushed aluminum finish. I do it to all my bikes. I like how it looks. I'm happy with it. Got all the dirt out on this side. Got the radiator all cleaned up. Swing arm looks great. Pressure washer does not really get into those areas and in here, so I was able to clean that up since the bike is apart. And then the engine here looks pretty good on top. Free of dirt. This side as well. Frame. Looking good. All I used is some simple green, water, some brushes, and that's it. The radiator is back on. Looks good. It's definitely more straight than it was before, so I think the fitment with the plastics should be better. If I have to, I'll bend these tabs a little more, in or out, whichever way. Sits pretty straight on the bike. And then these guards or vents, whatever they're called, I'm gonna order new ones. They're broken, they're all cracked up. No point of putting it back. I'll probably just order new ones for both sides. So yeah, she's looking pretty good. Okay, let's get started on this pipe. Doesn't look too bad. It's got some wear and tear here and there, some scratches, and we definitely have some wear here. This is from the flag whenever I have one on my bike. Some public places require us to have flags on our bikes so that other people can see us. Kind of annoying to have on there because I always end up snapping it off or losing it, but when we ride, we want to have fun. I guess we got to follow the rules. Got a gouge here and some scratches, some deeper scratches here, but let's see what we can do with this one. Alright, well here's about the halfway point. I decided to stop and just kind of compare both sides and show you guys. So this is the brushed aluminum finish. Looks pretty good. Most of the scratches and some of the lighter grooves are out. Like you can see there was something deeper here, but I was able to get most of it out, but still there. The other side, just a regular OEM look. So I feel like once we're done with the whole pipe, it's definitely going to look a lot better on the bike. Definitely going to make the bike look better, I should say. Alright, the pipe is done. Looks amazing. I love this finish. Looks like I just bought a brand new pipe and threw it on my bike. But definitely better than that stock finish that they have on here with the coating. Definitely took some heat, some friction just to get through that coating, and then I was able to shine the rest of the pipe up. Used a large disc on all these areas, large areas, and then I used a die grinder on the edges here. And then I did my best just to clean up on this side as much as I could. Could not get, that's as close as I could get to that area here. And I took out these bolts just so it's easier, and throw them back on with some Loctite. And then on the other side, still got the lettering on there so we can tell it's a stock pipe, but it looks great. I think it looks much better. Really excited about this. And on this side, I just use a Scotch brake pad just to kind of clean it up. It's behind plastics anyway, so nobody's gonna see it. I think it looks awesome, and I'm ready to move on to something else. Okay, so I decided to pull the plug just to check it out. And it looks pretty good. It's been in the bike for at least a year. I like to change them out every season or so, and I am putting an order in on a new one, and this one is going to be retired, and we're just going to measure the gap here, see where we're at. So per the book, what do we got here? 0.8 to 0.9 millimeters. So if we get our gauge out and we find 0.8 to 0.9, 0.813, 0.889. So let's try this one right here. 0.813. Alright, so 0.813 fits, and that is a perfect gap right there. There's no extra room, slides right in. 0.889 or 0.889 does not want to fit. So there is some more life left in this plug, but just for peace of mind, I'm going to order a new one, put a fresh one in the bike, and this one I can throw in my bag in case something happens or someone else needs a plug. I got one ready to go, and we can continue riding throughout the day. Okay guys, it is the next day here. I totally forgot to film an outro. So just to recap, we got a lot of parts cleaned up. They're looking really good, a lot better than I was expecting. So I'm super stoked to put them back on the bike, see how it looks. Hopefully it looks a little more different than it was in the beginning. Like I said, this wasn't a really big project. We're not trying to change out the whole bike, just kind of freshen it up, get it ready for the springtime. And all I got left to do is the clutch cover and the stator cover. Haven't decided if I want to powder coat them or just get them brushed out on the pad. I'm leaning more towards that just because it looks so good. And stay tuned for the next video because I got a fresh set of graphics coming in and I got parts coming in. I'm excited to show you what I got. Anyways, thanks again for watching.